Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can. And I continue with Observer System Redux, Blind. Now the plot leads me to the tattoo parlor.
Still fresh.
But before I go there, there's still quite a lot of the apartment complex left to be explored. So I think I'm going to go upstairs and try to see what the other apartments are about. There's also the human trafficking ring. Look after your health. Exterminate pigeons. It specifically says pigeons here on the poster, but the subtitle says pest control for a healthier society. Okay, I'm just going to go everywhere and talk with everyone that I can. See where that leads me. No response on this holocom. A loyal android force protecting us and you. Where is the you part? Again, it says something a little bit different, because in Polish it says here androids stand at the forefront of our security. But where is the your part? Not quite sure.
KPD, I need to ask you some questions.
What's your name, boy? I like to know who I'm speaking to.
Daniel Lazarski.
John Bukowski. Good to meet you, Daniel Lazarski.
Same here.
Tell me, Daniel, that rumbling I heard, was that all locked down?
Yeah, it was. We're trying to rule out the phage. Doesn't seem to bother you. Hey, are we having fun or what? Who gives a flying shit about the other tenants, right?
Oh, you mean the selfish pricks who are too busy with their worthless lives to help out an old cripple? No. The ones who turn up their projectors when they hear a neighbor calling. Yeah, I guess I don't really care. We all get what we deserve.
I know you from somewhere. The name rings a bell.
Lots of people used to know me. Back when I was in the ring.
Hang on. You're the champ. Bulldozer Bukowski.
What's left of him. I used to be able to crush a man's skull with my bare hands. Now I can't even wipe my own ass.
What's wrong? What happened to your ass?
Time happened. The corporation happened. My retirement happened.
Anything you need in there, old man? An extra lung, maybe.
Oh, I got one of those. All I have left. You used to have all sorts of great shit back in the day. Carbo tie legs, a pneumatic arm, reinforced skin. Hell, I even had some of my internal organs replaced.
What happened? You lose them because of an outbreak?
I wish. At least that would have been vaguely poetic.
So what crippled you in the end?
The fine print.
Don't choke on me yet, Temp. Tell me what happened.
Oh, and after my contract ended, I had a hot date with the repo man.
They stripped you down?
That would have been illegal. They gave me an option. Could have kept my mods. It was only gonna cost me $2 million a year.
I get it. Back to bare basics. Must be tough to go on like this.
Yeah, but I can't just give up. Not in my DNA.
I suppose the drugs helped you out a little?
Hey, I ain't no fucking junkie. You got that?
You know what I got? You get your painkillers from Amir.
Who?
Come on, I found a big stash with your name on it. No need to who me.
What the hell? Yeah, he brings me stuff sometimes.
Well, that's too bad because he's dead now. I gotta go.
Oh, whoa. Hey, hold on, Lazarski. What did you say?
I said I gotta go.
No, before that. You said the kid's dead. Damn, there goes my discount. Any idea who did have been?
I was hoping you could tell me.
Nah, ain't got a clue.
All right, chump. Hang in there.
Yeah, fuck you too.
Yeah, that's actually... That's a pretty horrifying story, because this guy used to be like a martial arts champion, and now he's crippled because the corporation repossessed all of his actual organs. Like, not all of them, but, you know, some of them. And, like, his prosthetics. So, you know, that's a horrifying thought that at some point in the future, you know, private corporations might be legible to own parts of your actual body, and depending on the exact contract you have signed with them, they might repossess them at a later date when you know, run out of luck, or you fall on hard times and can't pay them enough. But what's also kind of sad is that obviously the specifics are different, but from what I read, it's not that uncommon for for example, boxers or wrestlers, people who engage in contact sports, you know, in fighting sports, to become destitute due to health problems later in life, even if they used to be quite good in the ring and, you know, quite famous, because obviously that kind of job takes a horrible toll on your body. You know, if you're getting thrashed for like 10 years or whatever in the ring, then after you retire, your body is like, from a practical standpoint, it's like even older because of all of the abuse that it suffered.
you fucking kidding me? Who's doing this?
That's the second rose I found. Critically endangered species. New eyes, new you. That's a very cool malfunction. It was like stripping the flesh out of the face. Like, that's not realistic at all, because obviously for something like that to happen, it would have to be intentional. There would have to exist another version of this image without the skin. But why would you program it like that? But still, visually speaking, it's kind of nice, even if it's not particularly realistic. I'm not proud to admit that, but I got lost again. Like, I have no idea where I am compared to the rest of the building. Deluxe protein pastes, maximum calories, unobtrusive taste. Price 25 credits. That's pretty much what it says here. Occupation unemployed.
Is Mom gonna be alright?
RC device, erratic wave frequency, unable to trace source.
Don't you recognize me?
Okay, I don't quite understand what this was about. Chiron is the problem, not the solution. Well, judging from the fact I cannot scan this, at the very least it's not written in blood. Okay, so pierogi, bigos, pork chops. So you have like different, you have this nutritious paste, and I guess it has different flavors. You have pierogi here. Pierogi, you know, pierogi flavored brown slush. How appetizing. Bigos. Tomato soup. Pork chops. Okay. I guess that gives you a visual of how. Why would you do it like this? Why would you make me see it even before I get it onto my plate? I guess to maybe more easily see if it needs replacing. Although I have a question: if all three of those are connected to the same thing, how does it differentiate between them? Unless the joke is that it doesn't, and it always tastes like the same thing anyway. Okay, but what's the actual purpose of this apartment? Not quite sure, to be honest. Okay, that's where I came from originally. And this is yet another staircase. Is it the same staircase?
You're not getting out of here.
Okay, I was here before. And once again, there's this growl. Okay, that's where I came from right now. So I guess let's go in here. New world is within your grasp. It says here. Okay, so again, this loops to where I already was with the champion. And more apartments this way, which I might as well visit already.
PD, I need to talk to you.
Shit, are you for real, man? Since when do you pigs give a shit about what goes down in the stacks?
Since snow, should I take a special interest in you?
Hey, man, chill. It's just most cops don't have the balls to come down here alone. What you need?
Seen anything suspicious lately?
Man, ain't nothing here that ain't fucking suspicious.
Any outsiders come through here since you walked out?
Hey, I ain't seen no one, but that don't mean they didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Fair enough. Later.
Okay. Well, so I'll keep exploring this level then. Behave, says the camera that changes into an eye. I like those glitches from a visual standpoint. They are kind of creative, but they don't make that much sense because it's impossible for a glitch like that to occur unless there exists another version of this image already, and it like cycles through them, but not successfully. But why would you create, for example, a propaganda poster of a head without skin, which was seen in one of the previous cases?
Dan Lazarski, KPD. Just need to ask you a few questions.
You have reached the Rozak residence. How can I help you?
Residence. Not a word I would use for a place like this.
I apologize. The phrase was chosen by my master. If you find it unsatisfactory, I will not use it again in your presence.
You the butler?
But now? No. My master is not at home.
Later, maybe?
Yes, very funny.
So wait, did someone set up a sex bot to answer the door? Because I assume that's what she is, judging from the way she describes her. She describes the owner of the residence as a master, and also she made a butt joke.
You're not a bot, are you?
Yes, Femcom 6.0.
A sex bot. Whoopee.
That is an acceptable colloquialism.
If Master Rawsack isn't home, why didn't he turn you up?
Rosak.
I was deactivated following the afternoon session. My CPU rebooted spontaneously 5 hours and 43 seconds later.
The lockdown must have interfered with your power slot. Okay. I'd say goodbye, but I guess there's no point.
Yeah, 'cause that would humanize me.
What did you say?
Please feel free to use me.
Okay, that's incredibly sad, because that line seems to imply that the bot has some kind of at least limited AI, because it seems to realize it's not treated as a person, but to realize something like that, you have to be able to conceptualize the difference. If it is not AI, why would they even program the capacity to realize that into it? Because she sounded sincerely sad about the fact you didn't even want to say goodbye. She said that would humanize me. I find that sad, but also from a narrative standpoint, I find that cool, because that's a single line, but there's so much you can extrapolate from it in terms of world building about this setting that I think it's definitely cool. And so here we are, closer now than ever before, like two halves that could never really fit together. You didn't say it, you didn't show it. How could you? You couldn't speak, you couldn't move. But as I sat there watching, I knew, as I know now, you want me. What does my quest log have to say about this? Locate the madman's apartment. I don't think this is about this. It might already be too late. Looks like the guy made his move. Whoever his victim is, they are likely already at his place. I need to find it. I should look for anything suspicious, anything that sticks out. Side note, the messages mentioned numbers 3092. A code of some sorts, maybe. I don't think that's it. A basement compartment, I still don't know where that is. I think this is the case. Fearful symmetry, hair fearful symmetry, but it doesn't tell me what to do now, so I guess I'll just go around. Looks like Amir was doing a bit of dealing on the side. His clients might know something. One of the numbers was 112.
Yes.
Synchrosine injected. Strain level decreased.
112, you say? Well, I'll go up still. Anti-pollution mask. Flashy on the outside, spotless on the inside. Okay. that's actually doubly appropriate for Kraków, because Kraków is one of the more air polluted cities in Poland. Wear your mask. Don't give cancer a head start. Yeah, that's pretty much what it says. Okay, so this is the top floor. I can reach from here. And currently locked. Okay. So I guess I need to descend.
Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Lannis. Do you know why you're here?
You look like a big marshmallow.
Ah, yes, the suit. I'm afraid it's necessary. Do you know why?
'Cause you're scared of me.
Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Lannis. Do you know why you're here?
You look like a big marshmallow.
Ah, yes, the suit. I'm afraid it's necessary. Do you know why?
'Cause you're scared of me.
Occupation unknown, I think. But what's the recording about? Like, why is it specifically here, and were there any earlier recordings I missed? Radio. Unregistered pre-war components detected. Okay, I'll go back down to apartment 112. 112 would be over here.
KPD, I need to talk to you.
Look who's here. The leech that's been skulking around the building.
News travels faster than shit.
If you know where to look.
Is this where you tell me you got eyes up my ass?
You ain't that pretty. Besides, ever since the lockdown, I've been kind of busy.
Seen anything suspicious lately? Other than the lockdown, I mean.
I saw that booth babe run out of 104. She was heading for the courtyard, but then I lost her.
Someone chasing after her?
Maybe. The surveillance cameras have blind spots. If you know where they are, you can hide in plain sight.
Okay, smartass. Tell me, why am I still standing here?
Okay, Slimeball, you found Amir's little stash and the fucktard used our names on the merch.
Close enough. Apartment numbers.
Oh, busted. Let's call for backup. Oh, wait, you tried that already.
Screening my calls, are you? Why don't you take a break and go hack yourself?
Officer, please. What you're talking about is highly illegal, not to mention unethical. Let's just say, I'm a concerned citizen with a very particular skill set.
How about you put those skills to work lifting the lockdown?
Hey, I'm good, but I'm not that good. This is some heavy old school encryption. I tried to brute force it, but it's like shooting toothpicks at a brick wall. In the meantime, I've been scanning the internal network for signs of the AA glitch.
The what?
The AA glitch? You know, the algorithm that makes the nanites go berserk on their own host, as in why Nanophage happens?
And?
Nothing so far.
Well, hallelujah.
Look at you, an optimist. All bets are off until I finish my scan.
You're not off the hook. I'm coming back to see if you're still alive when this is over.
That's some motivational technique. They teach you that at Leech School?
Yeah, they do. Fuck off 101.
Okay, so it all points me into the direction of the tattoo parlor, and I think I will go there because I can't find anything in the basement, even though there's supposed to be a thingamajig, a human trafficker's stash down there, but I can't reach it, so I have to presume it's going to open sometime later, because there are a couple of locked doors. For example, this one over here, but also this one over here. It doesn't look like I can do much about them for the time being. So I'll just go to the tattoo parlor and let the game progress a little bit. Hopefully the side quests are going to be eligible to be finished later as well. Not quite sure why would a tattoo parlor have a lot of mannequins around. Nanophage and I. That's a very famous painting. That's William Blake. That's by William Blake. Isn't that the Great Red Dragon? I'm going to look it up because it's I'm pretty sure that's by William Blake, so that should be pretty easy to find the correct piece, especially because, as I said, it's very famous enough that, you know, even as a layman in terms of art, I've seen this a couple of times. I think it might be the Great Red Dragon, but I'm going to put it in the description when I find it. And this looks vaguely familiar as well, but I'm not entirely sure. If I find this one, I'm going to put it in the description too. Why doesn't it open properly? I'm pretty sure that first sentence with the quotations is a quote from the Divine Comedy by Dante Alighieri. It depicts him going into Limbo, which is like the antechamber of hell, and it's depicted as a dark forest. I'm going to look it up as well, make sure, and make a note in the description if you're interested, but I'm like pretty sure about that. This is also a very famous painting. It's Dr. Tulp's anatomy lesson by some... by whom exactly was it? It is a very famous painting and a very famous painter. I think it's by Rembrandt, actually, and it also featured rather prominently in the Deus Ex series, or at least in the newer installments. I don't recognize this. I do kind of recognize this, but I can't tell off the top of my head what painting is that. Again, if I manage to find it, pinpoint it, I'm going to put it in the description, just for clarity's sake. Anything I can do with the computer? Well, actually I can. The Forgotten Gallery, a collection of early 21st century body art. I don't particularly like any of those tattoos. But then again, I'm not a big fan of tattoos generally. Like, I don't have anything against them, and I don't have anything against people who have tattoos. In fact, I think it's a stupid kind of prejudice to assume that if someone has tattoos, he's like irresponsible or immature. I think that's a stupid kind of presumption, and I don't make that in my everyday life. But personally, I have never been interested in getting a tattoo, and I don't think I ever will. So I guess they are making like holographic tattoos that move. Although if that's the case, you'd think it would be more impressive to showcase them on a video, because it seems like this distorts to this and then back, right? Sick Tats. Hey man, I saw some of your work you've done for my friend Dave, and I've got to tell you, that's some seriously wicked ink. I want to get some of that. I was thinking of doing an original design, maybe a skull with flames around it, but get this, the flames are actually like animated and forming like a spider's web on my elbow. I know, pretty out there, but with your talent and my input, there ain't no thing. I guess the joke here is that it's one of the most cliche tattoo ideas, skulls with flames. So, like, drop me a line whenever you can squeeze me in. I'm good for the money too. I mean, I'm a bit short on cash, but you take nutrient stamps, right? Again, love your work. Dope-ass ink. Hello. I hope I got the right address. If this is not in fact the Jacked Ink tattoo parlor, please disregard the message, but if you are who I think you are, I was told by one of your former clients about your special line of tattoos, the high-end kind, if you catch my drift. My son would very much like to get one of these. In fact, he needs to get one immediately. I know it's expensive, but I'm sure we can come to an agreement. Please contact me as soon as you read this. Okay, so I guess he might sell prosthetics as well, but if so, he's a bit blatant about it, if it's supposed to be a secret. I know you told me not to contact you again, and I have deleted all our message history just like you asked. I just wanted to thank you once again for the work you've done on my wife. The tattoo turned out to be a thing of beauty. She literally cannot imagine life without it. You're a real lifesaver. Rest assured, I'll have the rest of the money delivered by the end of the week. Yeah, so he does some kind of augmentation, medical augmentation as well. Mr. Stanley, is everything fine after the last procedure? Is the scar healing fine? I would be happy to do a house visit once in a while. Could you leave the spare key in the tattoo shop? We might need to remove more implants to reduce the risk of nanophage infection. Please remember to take the meds I gave you systematically. Also, do not forget to prepare the agreed amount of cash. Dr. Jack. Yeah, I'm sure if he has like a back-end surgery room, I'm probably going to find it soon. But I'm going to do it next time because this episode has been long enough. So for now, that's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.